essentially do three things. The first is to give thanks. Thank you for St. Andrews for hosting us today. Thank you for the Gallus Funeral Home for taking care of my dad's body with dignity. Thank you for all of the Wilkes-Barre community who's come out and really adopted my mom and dad when they moved here 14 years ago. I also want to thank all of my cousins, my aunts and uncles who have come out, all of our friends from New Jersey, all our relatives from New Jersey and Virginia who have come out. Thank you. It means a lot to me and my mom and my brother. All I ask is that you continue to reach out to my mom. My mom really appreciates everybody stopping by, sending food, sending cards. Please continue to reach out to my mom. This is when she'll need you most. So that's the first thing I want to do, is I want to give thanks. And I also want to extend special thanks to my Aunt Lucy and my Aunt Cressy and my Tito Alex and my Tito Hale. In my dad's last weeks, months, suffering from cancer, they've done so much work to make his life more bearable and really taking care of them. So I wanted to extend our thanks to you. The next thing I wanted to do was celebrate my dad. When you talk about celebration, it's usually associated with victory. And if you look at my dad's life, that guy won. He really won. He came from a very poor family in the Philippines. He was the first to go to college, the first to leave the United States in his family. He eventually helped bring his sisters over. He lived an amazing life. He sent 2 kids to college. He built a wonderful life and built a wonderful home. And according to sort of your presence, it was clear that he touched many people. He inspired those fighting their own battles with cancer. He helped make everybody feel comfortable and loved. He wasn't a very vocal guy, but in his own way, he showed how he loved those that he encountered and those that he really cared for. And the last thing I wanted to leave you with is the message to spread that love. My dad, as I mentioned, he wasn't very expressive. He wasn't the type to tell me he loved me every day, but towards the end, he did tell me he loved me every day. But throughout his life, he showed how he loved his family and his friends. And I just ask you to continue to spread that legacy of love. Cancer robbed him of his body, but it did not take his mind, and it did not take his soul. So all I ask for you is to spread the spirit of love that he lived and shared throughout his life. Thank you.
That was pretty hard to follow up. Great job. I have something prepared. He took most of my thunder. So again, thank you. What should people know about my dad? I actually asked this in one of my visits at the hospital. And this is what he told me. He just basically said, I lived a simple life. I loved you. I loved your brother. And I love my mom. I love your mom. And I love my sisters. And I love my brother. And he said, at the end of my life, I can say I was fair, I was honest, and made an honest living. And I just wish I had more time. So that's all he wanted today to be, basically, just to talk about that. But I'm going to talk about a little bit more because he's listening right now. But first thing is, as my mom would know, my dad was born stubborn. I mean, literally born stubborn. struggled to give, my Lola struggled to give birth to him, and they literally had to cut him in half, or was about to, because there's no C-section in 1946. But eventually he got out in the final push, and in his own words, he said he was a miracle baby, and that there was something special that he had, that there's a reason why he was here, and that reason was to have a better life for his family, for his dad and his mom, and for everyone, and to bring everyone here to the States. He was hardworking and determined, and as my brother would say, not many know this, but he was poor in Ugawe. But because of this, his motto was, "I will not fail," and he didn't. Again, he was the youngest in his class by a year in grammar school and ended up being valedictorian when he got out. His hard work and determination led to passing a CPA exam that only 10% passed on the first try. My mom didn't pass, right? He didn't pass. That's what he told me, so it's up to him. Instead of managing his dad's sari store and mom and pop store, he made enough money at his job in Dalco to put Tita Pressy and Tita Lucy to school. Those are some things that, his hard work and determination was. He was generous. My dad helped so many people along his life. Again, he helped pay for school. He gave other Filipinos who worked hard an opportunity to work with him as state auditors. He gave friends and family the fish he caught, or the vegetables that he grew in his garden that everybody knew. He basically said, that anytime he went to the Philippines, he saw the hardworking people, and he would just give money, not knowing who they are, but knowing that they worked hard. That's what he cared about. The joke about my dad was, he bought so many clothes for others that his introduction to all the people was, "Hi, what size are you?" He was humble. Again, not a lot of people knew this because he never talked about himself. And that's the reason why I'm talking for him. Just to show you guys that, he cared for all of you. And finally, for me, he prepared for everything. He prepared for his marriage by getting a house built prior to asking my mom in marriage. He had all the papers to move to the U.S. years before martial law in the Philippines. Even in his death, he prepared just about every detail. From actually what he wanted to pass away to basically today, where all his friends and family are here right now, and I thank you for that. You basically gave him the perfect death and the perfect funeral. The final thing is, he had a big heart. And it's ironic because that was his problem, because not only did he have lymphoma, he had a leaky heart valve. But he had a big heart. And the biggest part of that was my mom. And to my mom, just know, he's not only there, but he's up there. And you know that you can always smile, and I know that the best part about this is, my brother and me, we're here because of him. And we have so many qualities in my dad that we're not him. But we think about him all the time. And we're here for you, just like my dad. And so, I just want to let Tita Lucy and Tita Pressy know as well that we're here. And that we love you, just like my dad loved you. No matter what, we're family. So, one other thing. My dad told me at my Lolo Delphin's funeral, my grandfather, that Lolo was a better man than him, and that he wished he had more time with him. Today I can say that my dad was a better person than me and my brother. And again, that we all wish we had more time with him. So for those here that love my dad, I want you all to love yourselves and love the people around you. Because we take for granted what we have. And just love the people around you and the people that love you. It's the circle of life, as my dad would say. But right now, I can feel him now. He's spending time with his dad. And he's spending time with Lola. And he's laughing at us now because he wants to eat. So thank you again. Thank you all for coming.